All right, guys, this is Yolani. What's up, man? How you been?
Chilling, working.
How's the work?
I like it so far. It's beautiful.
How long you been an owner-operator?
Owner-operator, a little less than 3 years.
Less than 3 years?
Yeah.
So how was it, like, from when you started until now? Did you see any improvement? Did you see downhill? What happened to the market?
Well, when I first got my truck, and with the company that I first got my truck was a lease. I was paying weekly, so that was really killing me. So when everything started going down, it was really hard on me. So once I got that one paid off and I started doing my own thing, I realized that company, even if I had my truck, was still robbing me. So I was like, I gotta get up, and that's when I came here.
So leasing your truck from a company, that's one thing. Again, like nothing, no fucks given about the company that you worked for before. I'm just talking about
in general.
A lot of owner operators, we would go to the company that would offer lease purchase program. We make it super easy. Just sign and go.
Just like that.
But the payments are usually killing it.
$700 a week.
$700.
You can't even take a break.
So it's pretty much $700. That's we're talking about $2,800 at least.
When you get out on Monday, you're negative.
Yeah. All right. And how long did you do that for?
A little less than 2 years, than 3 years. A little less than 3 years.
But you still were able to make it.
Yeah, but I was really strong. I couldn't take a break.
Of course.
I was out on the road more. It's really hard when you do it like that.
How old was the truck that you got?
2020.
2020. So it was a pretty decent truck.
Oh, the truck only had like 230 something thousand miles. It was a new truck, but they still break down. And,
of course.
And now there's a lot of stuff the warranty doesn't pay for it. So you got to deal with it. Like I had to change, what was it, my DEF system that wasn't covered. So I had to pay out of pocket plus the $700 a week that I had to pay, and the insurance and all of the other stuff that I had to pay. It was tough. Like when you get out on Monday, you want to burn is, I owe money. I got to go get it.
Did you have any of those situations where it's covered by insurance, but it's going to take so long at the dealer that you just decided, fuck it, I'm paying it and I'm carrying it on?
I did it a lot. Most of the time.
That's one of the things that every time I talk to owner operators, and they're like, oh man, I'm going to buy a new truck and everything is going to be under warranty. It all sounds cool until you have this, because for example, this $500 breakdown, right? And if you want to do it through the warranty, it may take a month.
And not only that, you have a deductible of $500 to $1,000. So it's worth it to bring it to the dealer or do it yourself. It's probably going to cost you what you're going to have to pay as a, you know what I mean? Like as a, the deductible. Sometimes the deductible is more than what.
Absolutely.
If you do it on your own.
Sometimes you just have to do it. So
you have to do it. Yeah.
Now, what was one thing, let's say, before you became an owner operator, that one thing that you're like, fuck yeah, man, I want to be an owner operator. This is what's gonna happen once I become an owner operator. And once you became an owner operator, it was totally different from what you imagined. What was that thing?
Freedom, and it's your truck. You do whatever the heck you want. I don't have a camera. Well, I do, but it's my camera.
Yeah.
There's a lot of little things that when you a company driver, you're not allowed to do. You just it's freedom more than anything. And when I became an owner operator, everything was still down. So it wasn't like the money was much different anyways. I'm making more gross, but I'm taking basically the same.
Less money home.
Yeah. Hopefully when everything picks up, like right now here, I like what I'm doing. So I see that I actually grows less and take more. So that's kind of the plus for me right now.
Yeah, here we go. You just gotta pay attention. You gotta take advantage of everything that you can take advantage of.
Exactly.
So what else I was gonna ask you? Would you consider going back to being a driver, or that's owner operator is the way?
No way.
And you're willing to pay?
I mean, maybe I'll become a driver. Like if you maybe from Monday to Friday and work or no work, you're going to give me $5,000 a week. You know what I mean? Maybe like that, but it's just a fear. A lot of people are afraid of having their own truck. Most of the people that I talk to, and they said, I don't want to get into a truck because of maintenance. If you work, you're going to make the money to pay for your maintenance.
Yeah, but a lot of people, we see that, being an owner operator, sometimes you work and you don't take any money home. That shit happens to anybody who does any kind of business. So some people just, I think we can't get over the hump of, man, so if I'm gonna take my truck to the shop on the weekend, nobody is paying me, I'm doing it for free. And that mindset sets them back because, man, what about all the money that you're gonna be making when you're actually running your business, when your business is successful?
Exactly.
But some people just can't get over it, and we're just like, no, I'm not gonna do it.
It's just a decision that that you have to make. You got to be secure of what you're doing, and you got to be willing to put in the time. That's what I can say. When I'm being lazy, I don't take a lot of money home, but when I work, I see the difference. You see what I mean?
But that's the key, because I think at least you recognize that. Okay, so if I'm gonna stay home, obviously I'm not gonna make any money. And I see a lot of people, man, like every now and then, and I'm making no money. All right, let's look at the numbers. Let's see how did you go, man? Why you didn't came out until Wednesday? Well, because the freight wasn't good enough. That Monday through Wednesday is not gonna change the market that crazy.
No.
I also feel like a lot of times it's just an excuses for people just to stay home. And I've been on that side too. I was an owner operator back in the day, man. Like, I was an owner operator that almost failed. I made a lot of mistakes. I fucking made so many mistakes by not running, by feeling a little entitled, by skipping days and so on. So at the beginning of my time when I started, like first year, I was running like crazy, working every day, no matter what. I was actually running from Midwest to Cali and back, or from Midwest to Cali and back to the East Coast and back to the Midwest every single week, because I was afraid to fail. And then at some point I became comfortable. The truck payment is no longer a big deal because I feel comfortable. And that's when I started kind of going down the hill. Yeah. Because I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go there.
And that's what your mistake is?
I'm going to take a time off. Oh, the freight is not paying enough. The market is not good enough. And man, that almost cost me my business. Almost cost me my business. So what would you say to the guy that is looking to buy a truck only for one reason, for more home time? Is that a good idea or a bad idea?
It depends on your payment. I think it depends on your payment. Like say, if your payment is like I had, you don't do it. Don't do it. If you're going to pay $700, $600, even $500 a week, you getting out negative. Don't do it.
So let's say the guy is looking at a lot of people right now that we see coming in. We get trucks from Lone Mountain, because I think we have pretty decent packages there.
I heard, and yeah.
And the payments are structured pretty neat. So you literally can get a truck anywhere from like $1,200 a month to $1,995. So everything that we do is under $2,000 a month. So let's just say $1,500 a month is your truck payment, and you buying a truck to stay home more. Is that a good idea or bad idea?
No. The first year, I think you should just go. First, second year, see how it goes. I think forget about everything. If you could take your wife with you, your kids, whatever, just go do it.
Like the kids and everything.
Because look, I'm this way. If I pay $20,000 for something, it's like I feel like I owe me that money. Mm-hmm. I'm chasing those $20,000, even though they mine, but I don't have them because I already invested them. I need to get those 20. So I go and I go get them. Once you feel comfortable and you know you can do it, you think you can do it, then you relax a little bit. But $1,200, $1,500 a month for a truck, that's one load right there. Absolutely. So that means you pay one load, and one load you paid off the truck, the rest is yours. I mean, I did not have that chance.
Let me give you another one. One issue that I see a lot of new owner operators fail. For example, anybody living in Florida, coming out of Florida, how do you like the freight rates?
They pay nothing.
Yes. So now we see people, let's say somebody goes to Lone Mountain, buys a truck, starts running, and we fail because we cannot psychologically break through the number that the loads coming out of Florida pays. And we go bankrupt straight up, like buy a truck, never picks up a load until we run out of money. What do you have to say to these people?
That's nothing new with Florida, coming out of Florida. It's nothing new. If you need to get out empty, if you don't want to take a load for basically nothing like it is in Florida, get out, get to Georgia. Get to Georgia and empty and get a load from there, or take something that's going to pay you at least for the fuel to get there. You know what I mean? But
I'm with you with that. What about the guy who says, no, let's just wait for tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow is going to be better.
And then he's going to say, let's just wait for after tomorrow. He's not going to make money. He's just going to go down.
So the name of the game is really like what I learned in business. Again, starting as an owner operator. You win some, you lose some, but you got to stay in the game. You got to fight. You got to be on the road. You got to get
stay in the game. It's never going to be. Sometimes when you do the most money in 1 month, hey, boom, breaks down. You got to put all of that money in there. You got to be positive. Okay, well, now the truck is fixed. Let's put it to work. Let's make money. Let's get out.
Here we go.
That's what it is. If you home, you ain't making no money.
Absolutely. I agree to that. So anyway, man, thanks for the interview. Hopefully the city is going to be pretty cool.
So far, I'm happy here. I like it. Everybody's honest. The guys are I love the guys.
Who's your dispatch?
I think even if I quit here, I come here as a just to visit
Thank
the
God.
guys.
Who's your dispatch?
John, is it? John and everybody has been really nice. I come here with my own personal problem and they help me out. I don't want to put it on, but you know what I mean? Like, it's really nice. I feel good. I feel really nice. I worked for 3 companies before this one, and this is not because you're here or whatever, but I could say, you could talk to the guys that just came here. They asked me, how's the company? I'll tell them the truth. Look, I've been here for a little over a month?
Over a month, yeah.
Yeah, and so you haven't heard me complain.
No.
And I've been out there.
And I've seen you around, coming in and out.
Yeah, because at least I could plan what I'm going to do. The guys help me out. Hey, this is what I want to reach in a week. They on it.
Well,
you see what I mean?
One thing that I always, and we're still being blasted on the internet, like, oh, fucking thieves, scammers, blah, 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 all this
Not everybody
bullshit.
is always happy.
I know. But one thing that we do, guys, we don't bullshit. We're going to tell you how it is. You may not fucking like it. That's possibility. Because if I'm telling you, a load coming